Thank you for clicking to this video. My name is Mario Ernesto and I do upholstery. So if you are learning or you are new in upholstery, this video might help you a lot. So but for those who are an expert or have been doing car interior for a long time ago, this video might not show you nothing new, but I really appreciate your presence here. So there are like three different ways how you can make a circle. I will show you one of them. I will show you from scratch how you can start drawing the circle, and will be easy. But if you never done something like this before, it might be hard for you, but just be patient and practice it. That's all what you need. I got a chipboard right here, then I got a twine, then I got a upholstery pin, then I have a pencil. So it has to be done at 9.5 inches. So divide 9.5 inches by 2, it has to be 4.75 inches. So that will be the length of this twine, and you gotta type it one end on the pencil and with the other end on the upholstery pins. I got it right here. Just find the center of the chipboard. You see I divided by half, and then you just have to do it this way. This is all style. I have a tool how to do this, but I am showing you from scratch in case if you don't have a tool. We learn this in the school, so I think you know this process too. So I'm drawing a circle, and there it is. That circle, then smaller it is, harder it is to sewing. Then you have to cut it. And then I fold it by half. Why I fold it by half? Well, because I'm going to put a mark on it. I'm going to put 4 notches. There are 2. Then I'm going to force this chipboard on the other side and do the same thing. With 4 notches, that's more than enough for that piece, for me. But if you are learning, feel free to put a more, that way will be easier for you to sewing. Because remember, you gotta sew 2 pieces. And I got 1 done. So I got a pattern for this, and then I'm going to put glue on that vinyl. Then I'm going to put glue on this a 1/4 inch headliner font. I got it right there, so make sure no wrinkle on it, and then put the chipboard on top and drawing all around. I am using a chalk. Those ones were the teachers used in the school in the United States, so I am using that one. So I got those 4 marking there. Now I'm going to cut it, because I'm going to take in, when I am sewing 1/2 inch, I have to make sure to give it 1/2 inch extra. You see me right there. I am not cutting on the line. I am cutting 1/2 inch away from that line. And that piece is done. So I'm going to make those notches. I got it. So now I'm going to work on this black vinyl, and because with the extra, the circle have right now 10.5 inches, so it has to be, I have to find the half of this material and then divide it and then make a square of 10 inches. So I find the half in there, then I give it like 5 1/4, and 5 1/4 is 10.5. Same thing right here. Those lines, believe me, those marks are not necessary. But if you are learning, it's very important to for you to know the process. Those who have a long time working on upholstery, they know exactly this is not necessary. So I draw a square right there. You see, now I put the circle in there, and it's 10.5 inches. You might say, why 10.5 inches? Don't supposed to be a 9.5 inches? Yes. When that circle, when I done sewing, that circle will be 9.5 inches. And I have it right there. So now I just get this. There are three different ways how you can make this there. I am using one way. I am showing you one way. So that means if you see somebody doing something similar and he used a different technique, but at the end the result is the same as mine. So it's just about technique. That doesn't mean he's wrong or I am wrong. No, it's just about different technique, different style. See, now I am putting the chipboard on top, and I do the same thing as I did with the green vinyl drawing. I got it right there. I to make the circle, I can use the green vinyl to make the circle, but I am using the same chipboard, and I cut it 1/2 inch away from that mark. And you see me cutting right there. This is heavy duty vinyl. This vinyl doesn't stretch. Sometimes when the material stretch, you have to use a different technique. You have to cut the circle a little bit small, little bit, because the vinyl will stretch or the material will stretch. So I got it, that part right there. So now I just made this cutting there. You might ask why I'm making those cuts. Well, because without those cuts, it will be like you can still sewing without those cuts, but it will be like hard and will shrink. So my advice to you, if you are learning, make those cuts and don't make it all the way to the mark. Cut like a little bit before. So now I'm going to put glue on that piece of material. But before doing that, I have to find the place where the circle is gonna be. I have an extra phone, as you can see on the side on the vinyl. So, but I have to know where that circle will be. And I know I put the material on top, and I know the circle is going to be right there on top of that yellow mark. And I got him in there. Perfect. Put this on top. Then I put the vinyl on top, and you can see it right there. So far so good. I have to take this to the sewing machine. You have to have like a kind of skill how to using the sewing machine to do this. If you don't know how to use the sewing machine, don't try to do this. First, you have to learn. You have to know at least the basic how to sewing. So I put the material on one mark, then I will start sewing a little by little. Remember this, don't pull none of those material. Just place them on top and sew it. Place them on top and sewing. If you pull the material what is on top, at the end you will have an extra vinyl, and there is no way how you can get rid of. No way. So just place them on top and sewing. That's the way. Not even the bottom. Don't pull the bottom, because if you pull the bottom material, at the end you will be short on the material what is on top. And I am sewing a little by little. You will see one mark hidden exactly on top of the other one. Pay attention to that mark right there. I am not pulling none of those material. See right there? Awesome, huh? That's very important. If the first mark match each other, the rest will be matched. So just keep sewing. Don't pull it. when the material stretch, you have to be careful. Be careful. There is a different technique with the material stretch how to sewing. You have to cut a little bit short. You might say, why short on circle? How you will cut it short? There is a technique, my friend, how you can make a circle, especially when the material stretch a lot, how you can cut it. Those who have a long time working on upholstery, they know it. They know that technique, my friend. So you see the other mark? Perfect. And yes, just put a little bit of speed. That way it doesn't consume too much time and you don't get boring watching me sewing. And right there. Perfect. So the first stitch is done. I will put another stitch on top just to make it look good. It is good right now, but I prefer the purpose of adding half total half inch, because it has 1/4 on the green vinyl and the other quarter is behind, so the total on the green spot will be half inch thickness. Now just sewing. You see me, I am not using accessory for the top stitch, like a guide for the stitch. I am doing it with the regular foot press. Not a big deal. This is done. So now I gotta take it to the table, and I'm going to glue the black vinyl to the phone. It is necessary to put glue. All depend. If you are doing a seat, if you are doing a table and you are putting a circle into the cover, I prefer putting a phone. Right here you have to make sure to don't stretch the vinyl when you are gluing it. Don't stretch, because even if you cut them and sewing good, when you stretch it will look like if it's not a circle. So don't stretch the material. Just place them on glue them. You can see right there. If you pull it too much, will lose that shape. And you can see it right there, my friend. It is just an idea how you can make a circle from scratch. And you can see the green vinyl is a little bit higher than the black one. That's what I added, 1/4 of an inch extra on that part. And you can see it look nice. I put the chipboard on top and it match. Have to put that rule in there too. Just make sure you have 9.5 inches, because that's the measurement that I have to be at the end. Let's see. Wow, you can see it right there, 9.5 inches. You might say, oh, mister, you make it look so easy, but that's not easy. It is hard for me. I haven't tried and I still having a hard time. My friend, keep practicing. Don't give up. I have been working on upholstery since I was a little child, and believe me, and I still learning. So my best advice for you, if you are learning about upholstery and you see something that is so hard for you, the secret is this: don't give up. Keep trying and trying and trying. Then at the end you will get it. The purpose of this channel is just to give you an idea how you can make your own work. If you contact me because you are looking for work, that's not the purpose of this channel. I am not looking for work, and I am not looking for employees. It is just to give you an idea. That's all. Giving you an idea how you can make your own work. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next video.